thought I would just show you how I use my CamTwist. This will be very quick. I thought it was easier to show you than it was to type it out and tell you. Um, okay, this is just, I set up my setups this way. I have been using CamTwist now, I think since December or January. I'm not sure. And I wasn't sure how to do a setup. I didn't have a lot of, I just had to figure it out. There you go. I know for me, if I have something, your setups are put in alphabetical order. Okay. So I know for me, I put all my unit assessment frames up here, if it's a 4 level, 5 level, 6 level, whatever. And then if I look at my class and say, oh, I've got a 5 level UA, I can just pop over there and open it up. And voila, I have a 5 level UA. And I've already set this up. I have a whole lot of overlays in here. I try to theme it with whatever the lesson's going to be on. If not, I have the good old trusty check marks that I can put on the screen, or I can just put the telestrator on and just check them off with the telestrator if I so wish to, like doing it like this. Where is telestrator? Right here. So I could just take the mark and say, okay, you've got level 1. Good job. On to level 2. Good job. Change the color. Make it interesting, um, so they can see their check marks as they go, whatever you want to do. I did one just today. It was on, the cuttlefish. It's camouflage. So I show them the cuttlefish and I scale it back down, and then I go move it over to whatever level that it was to accomplish. And then I do the next thing. That's how I work UAs. This is what I would call a classroom that I would operate. Okay. So that's if I do UAs. Normally, when I have a classroom, and what I call my classroom are my borders that I have around, or the feel of the classroom that I have going on. Um, the one that I've been running lately uh, is this one right here. Just generic, because this is just my background, and everyone has their different backgrounds. It could be whatever you have. And I just make it look cute. I try to vary it up because I have a lot of regulars and I don't want them to get bored. And honestly, I know when I come on with something new, they're like, ooh. Um, so it's not the same thing all the time. I have this screen that I have behind me, and then I have this screen right here that I could pull off, which is a bookshelf screen that I have. Um, and I don't change that out very often. I just try to do it seasonal, whatever. And I dress it up with borders, and like this one has these little thing of flowers right here that I could take on or put off, but it just enhances it. Um, okay. So I have these different, you can see I have Border America. I'm running this one next week in my classes. And I'll say, Happy birthday, America. And then we will have the hamburgers and the hot dogs, and we will grill out, and we will have chips and ice cream and watermelon, and let them know what it's like here in America for our 4th of July. And we will even have our fireworks at the end. So I have that classroom. So whatever theme classroom I have, and I don't have that many, you don't want to have too many setups, because the more setups you have, the longer it takes for CamTwist to load. Don't want to have too many. And I always have different things in here. This one that I'm running, I'll show you the plain one. Like if I'm just doing a plain screen, and you're going to ask me where it is. Of course, when you're talking, you can't think. This is a plain screen that I have if I just want to do something simple, I can have my Google Slides right here, where I can go and, of course, I got my preview screen in the way, swap my video and do my Google Slides like you would do in class, whatever. Okay. So that's one way that you could do that, and you could have switch it back and then use your presentation thing to do your Find a Star or whatever you're going to be doing, and work your Google Slides. That's a simple classroom. That's something that you can get started doing right away. And there's several videos on that. Amy and Jen, several people have videos on how to set this up, and we can help you. Okay, and another thing, so my border, I always start my classroom themes with the word border, and then they're in a alphabetical order, right? And let's just say I'm teaching and I'm not using Google Slides, or even if I am, let's say I'm back in my clear screen border like I've been a being, and I'm teaching something on landforms. Okay, here's an ocean for you. I just know that everything that has an A in front of it for me is like a prop screen that I have. Okay. And this is what I would call a prop screen. Oh, what lives in the ocean? Then we can say, oh, it's a sea turtle, a fish, a lobster, a crab, an octopus, starfish, blah, 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 blah. And you can fill it up and have a whale. Yeah. And then the shark. Where's my shark? Okay, my shark has to come swimming. Ooh. Um, so yeah, I do that, and then I can just pop right back to my classroom, and they know. I'll just say, "Okay, let's go back to our classroom." And then we go back to our classroom and we continue the lesson from there. Um, and I just have these are I don't do it lesson by lesson by lesson by lesson. I don't know if you for me, I'm working with the regulars, so I'll have so many in unit 3, and they're pretty it's funny how they sort of stay on the same thing. So I only have things that are common, like the fish scales one. I do that one a lot. The exercising, how things move. I know that's a big one. I always have a map ready so I can pull up America, China, the world, and I can say, oh, this is Peru, this is Brazil, this is whatever. Um, However, I do have my Google Earth one set up, so if I'm running Google Earth, we can pop over to that. I have my desktop reward of Connect 4 that I could just like I don't have it ready, and I'm going to sit here and talk to you and say, okay, would you like to play Connect 4? Wouldn't that be fun? And I just come real quick and start it, and I click to Connect 4, and we are going to play Connect 4. You ready? We'll just do 2 players, okay? Okay, do you see where it says row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4? Pick one. Your turn, my turn. And so we take turns playing Connect 4. Okay. So there's that. And then oh, we're done. Okay, let's go back to our classroom so I can just scroll back up here and go back to my classroom wherever I'm at. Okay? I have my welcome slide right here. Um, and I have my goodbye slide right here. Um, if I want to put my WeChat code on there or just show fireworks, I can, whatever, you just make it interesting. I do this a lot also. I don't know if you use eyeglasses or not, but they have the effect on here where you can share media. So I went and took QuickTime and just captured part of a YouTube videos and did little things like this aquarium right here. And all I have to do is take off my goodbye slide and they see my aquarium. Okay. And there you go. Or even on my welcome slide, it's on there as well, where you can just welcome. And whatever's on that movie, it'll say that. Okay. And then I'll say, hey, welcome. We will begin soon. Um, and then I finish it out. Okay. And that's how I work my CamTwist. Okay. Let me say goodbye to you. Let's get in a cuter classroom um, and say goodbye. Okay. Bye.